The Warsaw District Court, dismissing an application to register the liquidation as well as the liquidator of Polski Radio S.A., ruled, among other things, that the country's new Minister of Culture, Bartłomiej Sienkiewicz, could not act solely on the basis of the provisions of the Commercial Companies Code in the case of public media. This also means that all persons who have been thus far appointed by the Culture Minister Bartłomiej Sienkiewicz on the premises of both TVP and Polish Radio illegally. Apparently, Culture Minister Bartłomiej Sienkiewicz was also frightened of answering certain questions from the media. In his statement, he referred to the decision of the National Court Register, which refused to register the liquidation of Polish Radio and Polish television and the liquidators appointed by Sienkiewicz. He described the rulings as mere information and stated that the decision can easily be appealed. When a complaint is filed against this decision, nothing changes. The status of the companies is the same. This means that the liquidators are still liquidators. They continue to act in care of the assets and property entrusted to them. I am quietly waiting for that moment when, as a result of this legal challenge, the Commercial Court will issue a final ruling on the legality or illegality of the resolution to appoint liquidators.
Ważne jest przeczytanie uzasadnień i tam jest jasno powiedziane, że...
It is important to read the justifications. There it is clearly stated that Minister Sienkiewicz did not have the right to change, first of all, the status of these companies from existing to liquidated, where he had no legal basis for doing so. There are, of course, quite detailed arguments on the subject. As for such fundamental issues, does this declaration have legal force? It has the force of law up to the moment of the declaration.
Zasadnicze, czy ta uchwała, orzeczenie ma moc prawną, to do momentu zaskarżenia ma moc prawną.
A Warsaw court decided to dismiss an application to register the liquidator of TVP in the KRS. Bartłomiej Sienkiewicz's operation was an illegal takeover of the company using the per liquidator method, and it was defeated in court. The extraordinary general meeting of TVP was opened and presided over by Minister of Culture and National Heritage, acting for and on behalf of the State Treasury, and was held without formal convening and with only the aforementioned minister present. No representative of the National Broadcasting Council was present at the meeting. This is a very clear political, not only political, but legal defeat on the part of Minister Sienkiewicz. Across the country, public media journalists are being fired from their jobs. Some had contracts to produce programs. A situation in which a person is appointed to a directorship in a branch by someone who does not have any KRS entry, this is a curmudgeon. Such decisions cannot be considered to be transparent by anyone.
Uznawane za praworządne przez kogokolwiek.
Minister Bartłomiej Sienkiewicz has found himself in an undoubtedly difficult situation as another of his plans has failed. First, his strongmen tried to get into the public media outlets. When that failed, he moved on to the so-called Plan B, putting the media into liquidation. Probably the head of the Culture Ministry did not want to hear any uncomfortable questions today. On the 19th of December, the Sejm passed a resolution, that is, a simple opinion of Parliament, on public media. Based on that, the Minister of Culture issued unlawful decisions to dismiss Media Supervisory Board. The Constitutional Court ruled that Bartłomiej Sienkiewicz's actions are unconstitutional. Łukasz Muda, Republica Television.